Arab is the healing of the nation, right?
Yo, Wagwana guy. Not locks, not nation. Yo, today I'm doing subscribers dreads. I'm up here on Instagram right now, just doing my tang and lang and boom boom. You can't even see that, it's so bright. But yes, I am just gonna do some dreadhead reviews on here. It seems like this is what you guys want to see the most, and I'm just trying to make content on a day-to-day basis, you know, doing what it is. I do got some new merch coming out. I'm working on it as we speak. I am getting some head wraps made, and I am getting some swim caps to you guys real soon, like shower cap, swim cap type of deal. But anyways, getting right into this dread review for today. I guess I want to figure out where I want to sit for this, because I need to frame myself so that I can put the video over here while I look at them over here. So this is Instagram, seeing how well these videos come about on here. I kind of miss Snapchat. I kind of miss Snapchat for videos, to be honest. So I may bring it back as an alternative for you guys to send me your videos, because there is some hiccups here on Instagram that I run into in terms of reviewing your dreads here. This guy's dreads looking pretty sick. They're just high tops with some blunted tips. 2 weeks twist and rip. Very short, very new. Salty chocolate here. What? These are some freeform locks. And looking at this down by his scalp, there's a lot of new growth that's very thick. These dreads honestly remind me of Fredo Santana. And these being probably about 2 years old, maybe 3 years. You can see where they came from here on these little 2-strand twists sectioned off in a honeycomb. I like how they look now opposed to how they started out. Him in the ugly stage, and I was right, 2-strand twist in it, but honestly his dreads looking a lot better now that he's not twisting them anymore. So big ups to that. I love seeing some free forms happen there. He says, I've had those for around 8 months, originally twisted and combed out. My dreads then decided to retwist my hair. Now these are free form. I know you've already done a live video on dread review, so I get it if you don't reply, but I just would want some tips on what to do with my hair, or I should leave it. You should always just leave it. And in this case here especially, just leave it. Because dreads do dread by themselves. It's actually a worry-free process, dreadlocks. And it's funny how much stigma there is around the worry that people get from having dreads. Dreadlocks are supposed to be worry-free hairstyle, so why are you worrying? Not you, but why are people worrying about it in general? You can review my dreads just clicking on the profile. It says this was in 2017. High top. Looks like a sponge rub. Could have made that. And then we got 2018. Yo, those are looking crazy with the blonde on the end. And the blonde here has faded out just a little bit more. The high top though. Pineapple top. Pretty cool arm tattoo going on there. Decided to get a retwist. I like the visor look here. That visor look is pretty dope. And this is a braid out. And it does look like it will hurt, man, getting hairstyles like that. And check out that front taper. Very clean, very squared up. Pretty sick. I like it, man. Good shit. Pain Lord. Looking like Scar Lord. Yeah! That's my Scar Lord scream. Okay, these are not dreads. This is just a very dope braid up. Hopefully you can get the dreads one day, yo. Story is no longer available. Can you react to my dreads? Oh my god! What are those? No, they're actually not that bad. They look like baby dreads. I don't know why you had those clips in there. But just keep on growing them. Just keep on growing them. There's nothing here to hide. Don't be ashamed of or anything. They look pretty good. Just got to get some length going on there. Alright, dude's here saying 2 to 3 months with a sponge for 3 weeks, then stopped. High top. Big ass beard. Yeah, it's good. It's looking good. The dread sponge method is quite applicable to type 4 hair. Now, you don't have to be using it forever, but once you start to see them locking up, it's time to stop using the dread sponge in general. So pretty cool. His hair is a bit thinner, actually. His dread's looking a little bit thinner. But he's still locked up. It still worked. So I'm happy to see that. I tried the dread sponge on my head. It didn't really work all that great. I ended up using a tennis racket in the long run. And then I just stopped using them all entirely and just let it freeform in. These dreads looking pretty cool. I like the different colors. There's rubber bands on the tips as well for some reason. Now rubber bands, they're not really necessary. You don't really need them. This braid up here looking pretty cool. Front taper. A little bit of a pineapple here. Front taper on these dreads looking kind of off a bit because I don't know why. But these do remind me of Lil Pump a little bit. And I'm sure if he keeps growing his locks, I'm sure if he keeps growing his hair, it's going to turn out to be even better than what they are now. So stay dedicated, bro. Stay patient. What? These looking pretty sick. Free forms. Very thick, man. They're kind of like twisted as well. So he might have started these from a 2-strand twist and then just left them. A little bit of bleach blonde going on around his locks as well. I like that look. It's kind of like a mop top look, to be honest. I use a face cloth. I started like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm just letting them do what they do now. I washed my hair for the 3rd time and now it's starting to really form and lock. Baby dreads. But I'm happy to see that they are starting to lock up. Just keep on being patient. You can do that. Amen, sub to you on YouTube. I know you review dreads. This is 11 months without combing my shit. Yo, 11 months. Appreciate you joining Not Nation there, Dev. Yeah, 11 months on this. Wow. I like the look of those. Almost at a year. 1 year dreadiversary coming up. This dude's saying 9 months of semi-free form, 52 dreads exactly. The pictures of me striped hoodie are how Congos looked like a few weeks ago. Purple hoodie how they look now. Started off with sponge rub. And these dreads looking like they're thick and fluffy. Early stages of the free form. And then you start to see some Congos happening. And now that they're locked, you will start to see them contract and tighten up and really start to mature as well. But this is a great stage. It's kind of like just getting past the awkward stage. Your hair is really starting to just lock up at this point. So again, just stay dedicated. Get to that 1 year, 2 year, 3 year mark over and over again, and you'll be happy. You'll be a happy dread. You know, don't let people try and talk you out of getting dreads either, because it's always good to be a natural, have a natural hairstyle, and dreadlocks is just that. A lot of people these days trying to go back to nature, trying to be organic as they can in terms of their diets, their lifestyles, their hairstyles. So it's definitely an organic trait to go free form and just let your hair do what it do. And it boosts your confidence like you can never imagine. 9 months free form. Patience is key. He knows. I like the way these look, man. Dope as fuck. Keep it rocking. Mention you in a story. Hey, I missed that one. Just an update on my dreads. I was in a video on YouTube a bit back. Just wanted to show you the progress. Hair is still crazy. I'm just letting you know. Just letting them be. Some are starting to lock together. Yeah, man, let them form up. Let them Congo up as much as you can. The thicker the locks, the stronger the locks. The more confidence you get, the thicker the dreads that you have. And I love the way how these are just looking pretty wild. They're kinky and they're flowing in a way that shows that they're pretty much freeform. The tips are being very blunted, so obviously there was some crochet hooking going on here, and probably throughout the rest of his dreads there was a little bit of crocheting. But for the most part, it does look like they're in really good shape, actually. So keep that shit up. I love the way that they look there. Big ups to you, bro. Devin 57, freeform for just over 2 years. Blonde. High tops. And for 2 years, his hair is pretty short. So his hair growing a little slower, probably because of his hair type. There's more curls, there's more kinks in there. So the growth does show a little bit slower than usual, but they do look good. They do look friggin' sick. So Devin 57, keep on going with those, man. They're looking really good. Tell me how to get afro dreads all day. Thanks for getting me started on the dread game. Well, you're welcome. Afro dreads look like they're coming along pretty well. You don't really need much help. Just keep on growing. Stay patient with these locks because they do take some time. Freeform life with the high top. A little over a year. You can start to see now the shape of his locks. He's combining all the small dreads now. Dope. Love the way that look. This guy says here, I restarted these using crochet hook. Now I'm considering the freeform. Been following your channel for a while now, and I appreciate how you keep it real. I gotta keep it real, man, because nobody out there I ain't trying to be fake. I'm not trying to fake it till I make it in no way at all. I'm just being myself. Organic, natural. If you guys like me for who I am, it's fantastic. If you don't, you can go subscribe somewhere else to someone else's channel. And I'm not here to like exploit anybody for money, or I'm not here to fucking trick people into buying shit. I'm just here because I'm here showing love to the community. You know, the dreadhead community is a big part of my life. So is the blading community. It's another community that I've always been around in my life. So these are the two places that I love to go and show love and spread knowledge and bring awareness to people, and also just spread the passion of both communities. So I appreciate you, man, for stopping by and saying that. It means a lot, bro. Broke my clav. Wow, these are looking crazy. Almost looking like wicks. Very thick. These definitely look like they've been crocheted. Looks like he's in Florida or somewhere. And I love the thickness that he's got going on these. The thickness of these dreads shows pure confidence. And I love how they're going all over the place. They're wild. They're free-forming. They're baby locks. They're wild locks. And you can see now as he leaves them longer and longer, they'll get frizzier. But this is fine because all this frizzy hair eventually wraps around the dread and matures and seals it. And then you create bigger, thicker locks that way. So, I mean, once he gets out of the awkward stage, these locks are going to be actually ridiculously good with the length. He's got the real good thickness going on there as well. So definitely big ups to these locks. I'm feeling the way that they look. And we got some lady locks here in the building. Looking like some baby dreads. Some curly tips there. Looking dope. 6 months in. She does her own hair. Six months versus 9 months of no retwists. on. Wow, it's looking even better these days. Amazing. So she's retwisting her hair by herself. Looking good, looking great. Keep it going. And the last one here, self-did dreads from Jahoy. Whoa, self as well. Self-taught. And of course, it is always better to be self-taught than it is to be going to a loctician, giving your monies to these locticians that can be outrageously expensive. But yeah, definitely keep your head up. I appreciate you guys stopping by, watching this video. I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully you guys had some fun today.
Herb is the healing of the nation, right?